The briefing room was quiet in the way only military rooms ever were, disciplined, heavy, and tense. Rows of officers sat straight back behind polished wooden desks, eyes fixed forward, uniforms crisp, medals aligned like they had been measured with a ruler. At precisely 0700 hours, the door opened. A young woman stepped inside, carrying a stainless steel coffee tray. She wore a plain blue service jumpsuit, no visible rank insignia, her dark hair tied neatly back. To anyone watching, she looked like support staff, another junior aide assigned to keep the senior officers alert during a long strategy briefing. No one paid her much attention. No one, except the Admiral. She moved calmly between the rows, placing cups down with quiet efficiency. Steam rose gently from the mugs, the only motion in the room. A few officers nodded absently in thanks. Others didn't even look at her. Then she reached the front. Just as she turned to leave, the Admiral stood. The sound of his chair scraping against the floor echoed sharply. Every officer snapped to attention. The Admiral adjusted his cap, his eyes locked onto the young woman's back. And then he spoke. "Call sign Raven 7, report." The room froze. Every single cup stopped mid-lift. Pens dropped. One officer actually forgot to breathe. The woman stopped walking. Slowly, deliberately, she turned around. Her posture changed instantly. Gone was the quiet service aide. She stood tall, shoulders squared, eyes sharp, trained. "Yes, sir," she replied, her voice steady and unmistakably military. A ripple of shock moved through the room. Raven 7 was a name whispered in classified corridors. A ghost, a legend, a field operative known for missions that never officially happened. And she had been serving coffee. The Admiral stepped forward and saluted her. Not casually, with respect. Every officer followed suit, rising as one, the sound of boots striking the floor like thunder. She returned the salute. "Permission to brief, sir," she said. The Admiral nodded. "The room is yours." She walked to the front, placed the coffee tray down, and tapped a button on the table. The screen behind her lit up with satellite images, red markers blinking across hostile terrain. "You've been discussing Operation North Silence," she began. "What you don't know is, it's already compromised." Murmurs filled the room. She continued, calm and precise. 48 hours ago, enemy intelligence intercepted partial movement data. If this operation proceeds as planned, you'll lose 2 units before sunrise. A senior commander leaned forward. "And how would you know that?" She met his eyes without hesitation. "Because I was there," she said. "Inside their command post." Silence. She explained how she had infiltrated deep cover months earlier, posing as logistics personnel, then communications staff, feeding controlled misinformation while extracting enemy strategies in real time. Every detail she shared aligned perfectly with classified fragments the officers had struggled to piece together. The Admiral watched her with quiet pride. When she finished, the room sat stunned. Finally, the Admiral spoke. Raven 7 volunteered for this assignment knowing full well she would receive no recognition. No medals, no public record. He paused. She chose invisibility, so others could survive. The officers looked at her differently now, not as a mystery, but as a protector they never knew they had. One young lieutenant whispered, "Why come back now?" She answered softly, "Because the mission is complete." The Admiral nodded. "Effective immediately. Operation North Silence is cancelled. We proceed with Raven Protocol." Relief spread through the room. As the briefing ended, officers quietly approached her, some offering handshakes, others simple nods of respect. She picked up the coffee tray again. Just before exiting, she turned back. "Next time," she said, a faint smile forming, "drink it while it's hot." And she was gone. Officially, the report would say, support staff present. No anomalies. But everyone in that room would remember the moment they learned the most powerful person there wasn't wearing medals. She was carrying coffee.